Tinubu does not need you. Ex-militant leader knocks Asari Dokubo. Hey, now wow. I'm telling you, Asari Dokubo has been lamenting in a few days now, saying that Tinubu has used him and betrayed him. Okay, after he had fought everybody and did everything, undermined his people to support Tinubu. Tinubu has sidelined him and has betrayed him and has threatened that he's going to now seek for fresh alliance with the North to make sure that Tinubu does not come back in 2027. Now, another ex-militant in Niger Delta has come out to knock Asari Dokubo, telling him that, look, Tinubu does not need you in 2027. And this must be the Tompolo fashion. Now, wow. So now there's confusion in Niger Delta now. So both Tompolo and Asari Dokubo were in the supporting Tinubu, and Tompolo has continuously secured the pipeline security checks in Niger Delta, in charge of security of pipelines in Niger Delta, which Asari Dokubo fought hard to get a portion of that contract but didn't get it. Now he's very bitter because all of them are selfish. Now a group supporting or pro-Tompolo group have now come out to slam Asari Dokubo that Tinubu does not need him in 2027. So let him get away with his threats. Let's see. A former militant leader and mayor of Roboland, Shanekpe, Israel, aka Akpodoro, has berated the leader of the defunct Niger Delta Volunteer Force, Asari Dokubo, over his plot to oppose the possible re-election of President Bola Tinubu in 2027. So earlier, Asari Dokubo accused President Tinubu of betraying him after the 2023 elections in the country. Dokubo, in a viral video online, said he emptied his bank account and spent all his money to campaign for Tinubu in 2023 election, but the president has now turned his back on him. According to him, the current Tinubu is not the Tinubu he used to know. Can you imagine? So reacting to Dokubo's claims, Akpodoro said it was mischievous for anyone to expect the Nigerian leader to patronize him at the detriment of the development and growth of the nation. He encouraged Asari Dokubo to freely establish alliances with whoever he chooses, asserting that Dokubo, as an individual, possesses the right to support any candidate of his preference. And during a press conference held in Abuja over the weekend, where a pro-2027 coalition for President Tinubu's re-election was the focal point of the roundtable discussion, the mayor remarked that Alhaji Asari is a respected figure among his contemporaries and should articulate his own views. He further emphasized that the entire Niger Delta region stands firmly behind Chief Government Ekpemupolo, Ekpemupolo, also known as Tompolo, or the GOC. So Akpodoro expressed that the residents of the Niger Delta are pleased with the socio-economic advancement taking place throughout the region, highlighting the progress in human and material development under the current administration. He contrasted this with the previous era, which was marked by widespread poverty and despair. So what is happening now? All this must be people chopping from Tinubu's table, through Tompolo. Because Tompolo is chopping from the pipeline contract now, I'm sure, and these guys are chopping. How can you say there's in fact, there's more widespread poverty and despair right now than it was in Buhari's time, to be fair? So why is this guy trying to eulogize Tinubu's government against Buhari's government? Buhari's government was the worst of its kind in his time, but now Tinubu's government has outperformed Buhari in poor performance. So that is what we see here. So this same guy, he asserted that the fulfillment of one individual's demand should not serve as the benchmark for evaluating the performance of the APC administration in the region. I tell you now, APC people, they talk. So instead, he maintained that the socio-economic and political welfare of the majority, particularly in terms of human empowerment and development, should be the primary criteria for assessing governance standards in the area. Okay. So Tinubu's government, the mayor noted, emerged through the collective efforts of the Nigerian people, including Niger Deltans, who overwhelmingly voted for him at the polls, and not the making of one man. Can you imagine? So the mayor further stated that more than it was in 2023, the people of Niger Deltans would massively and overwhelmingly vote for President Tinubu to enable him to complete his national reformative assignment. Can you imagine? These guys would just be lying because of what is in their pocket. So Akpodoro added that the President Tinubu-led administration has been fair to all sections of the country in its bid to build an equitable political system, including empowering the next generation of Nigerians to take the mantle of leadership when their time comes. So it is mischievous for anyone to expect President Tinubu to patronize him at the detriment of the development and growth. So he appointed a technocrat, Dr. Dennis Otwaru, as the administrator of the Presidential Amnesty Program, PAP. The engine of the service in the Niger Delta Development Commission, NDDC, is grinding non-stop. So those we trust in the region were appointed and more than ever before. And more than ever before, our creek is experiencing peace as Tantita Security Services Nigeria Limited is waging relentless war on oil thieves, thereby whittling down the power of criminals. I tell you. So, and that is the pipeline security network in the Niger Delta. So he encouraged Alhaji Dokubo to postpone his alignment until 2027, allowing him to choose his preferred association, while the remainder of the Niger Delta will support President Tinubu, a Sultana recognized for his transformative potential for a new Nigeria. This guy must be somebody eating from the table of Tinubu or the table of government. I'm sure Asari Dokubo is also a double-edged sword, because when he was being recognized by Tinubu, he wasn't saying all of this. He was insulting all the Southerners, including the Igbos, because of Tinubu government. Now he's eating his own breakfast. He's complaining. We know that Asari Dokubo is very, very selfish, to be frank and to be fair. And so the only reason he's complaining now is that Tinubu is no longer looking at his side, since he was banned from visiting Abuja last year. So with all of this, he's shouting. If they call him now, give him one contract or give him some kind of compensation, I tell you, his language will change. So he's very, very selfish. And even this Akpodoro that is speaking on behalf of Tompolo's group, eulogizing Tinubu, is also because something is on their table. They are the people chopping now under Tompolo and Tinubu, so they can say anything under APC. Unfortunately, the rest of Nigerians are wallowing in penury, and only God can deliver them. Quite unfortunate. So all these people are there because of their pockets and what they will get, not really because of Nigerians. Quite bad. And somebody say, be careful, they go jam on our head together. They call it divide and rule. Already they divide and rule, because the Tompolo faction is enjoying with the pipeline security contract, while the Asari Dokubo faction is not suffering because they have been sidelined. Even with Asari Dokubo's effort to get a share of that contract, he never got it, and that's the reason he's agitated. And those the empty brains ranting for their stomach, not be lie. Now their stomach, all of them are empty brain. Over, please, don't allow government to use you people for their betterment. Their kids are in Europe, okay? Why some are planning to be governors? Please use your head. Exactly. Their kids, especially Tinubu's son, is planning to be governor of Lagos State. So you people should use your head. If they lie, me, they not use their head. Those guys are very, very selfish. So thank you for listening. Let's have a comment over this controversy and counter-controversy between the Tompolo group and Asari Dokubo's group over Asari Dokubo's claim that Tinubu has betrayed him.